Hey guys, this is Coach Gethin James with another video. Now today we're going to be looking at securing your home. Yes, in the top left hand corner we have the words introduction. But to be honest with you, I want to break straight into this with starting from the outside. That right there is a gorgeous house. If any of you live in anything that looks anything like that, I'm well jealous. But anyway, moving on. It starts with a tidy lawn. Much like that amazing house we just saw, you yourself should be focusing on keeping a nice tidy lawn. That means no tools, as tools can be used to break into your house, and as well as that, tools are expensive. People will steal tools. No toys. Toys can be an excellent demonstration of how affluent you are as a family. I want you to consider the lawn as advertisement to the burglars. I mean, if the lawn's messy, it's advertisement to the burglars that you have items worth stealing. No overgrown grass as well, because that can actually hide people. So you want to make sure that your lawn is tidy. You want to make sure that your sheds are locked if you do have a shed. Most people do. You want to make sure that the shed is also strong and sturdy. Now if you take a look at the one on the right here, it is a strong and sturdy looking shed, but I want to point out that it has a glass window, which isn't necessarily the best thing for a shed to have. And it's definitely worth keeping the shed locked at all times, when it's not in use, that is. I mean, after all, if you've got kids running about the place, you don't exactly want them to go in there and turn on the lawnmower, whatever. If the shed's not in use, it should be locked, with a padlock at the very least. Trim the branches. Okay, this is actually quite an important one, because branches can hide intruders. They can hide intruders in shadows. They can hide intruders by, well, said intruder simply hiding behind the branch. This is also true for branches which come around your doorway. As soon as you leave the house, they need to be neat and trim as well. Branches may also lead to windows, so people can break into your house much easier. Net curtains. Now, not everybody has net curtains. I would say that the majority of the people do in Wales, especially if you live in, let's say, a terrace house, and you have so many other buildings in your street and not much of a large garden, net curtains are actually great, because they allow you to look out, but they prevent people from looking in. So you have to bear in mind with net curtains that as soon as the lights go on, your room becomes instantly visible. Okay, so you need to make sure that you do have a set of standard curtains as well. Window shoplifters. Okay, your home must remain tidy. If it is not, it looks far more attractive. Now, to you, maybe you look around in a messy room and you think, this is hell on earth. But to a burglar, it's paradise. I mean, they can look through, they see a laptop on the table, they see PlayStation games scattered along the floor. Let's just take this image here as an example. The basketball, the toys, the cake. Maybe the burglar will want the cake. I think that's a violin over there in the corner. It might just be a cello. It's a bit big to be a violin. But you see the point. If a burglar looks in and sees a messy room, it's almost as if there's an impression of far more abundance there. There just seems to be so much more items to steal for the burglar. I mean, in a nutshell, keep your room tidy, because you will attract people in if you don't. Choosing a lock. Okay, right there says the bolt lock is king. Now, if you take a look at the bolt lock we have on that image, it actually has 4 bars protruding from the door, which means that that lock is particularly secure. The bolt lock has been proven to be far more difficult to break in than, well, just about any other door lock, at least for the, you know, the standard civilian door lock. I mean, we're not Fort Knox, but you see what I mean. The bolt lock is the best lock you can have on your front door. And you want to make sure that you select the appropriate door. So right there, the first point I have is no patio doors. Now, if you're not sure what a patio door is, think of those white plastic doors. They tend to be the least secure doors because you can simply place a crowbar down by the lock and rip the plastic off the wall, and therefore the door will just swing open nice and easily. So the heavier the door, the better. If you take a look at the one we have here on the image on the right, it's a heavy, strong wooden door. As well as that, it does have a concrete frame. There's no glass to break, so that people can actually reach in and open the door from the inside even though they're out. So that is a very strong, sturdy wooden door. And as well as that, all downstairs windows should be locked as well. Security and surveillance in the 21st century. So, I just want to point out a couple of the different systems that we can put in place now. Obviously, we have the security lights where, well, motion can be detected, and when motion is detected, the security light will switch on and brighten up your garden. And usually the light is bright enough to wake you up if you are asleep. Burglar alarms, I would say, are a must. They're also motion detectors that you can turn on just before you go to bed. And you could place a motion detector in each room in your house. Well, at least downstairs. You probably don't want one in your bedroom. Smoke detectors are obviously very important. Check the smoke detector at least once a week by simply pressing the button on the smoke detector and hearing it beep. You want to make sure that that battery is alive. And as well as that, it's actually very inexpensive now to install your own security camera system. And this will link to the majority of mobile devices, whether it's Apple, Samsung, any smartphone. Maybe you want to link it to your tablet. So I'm not going to say that the security cameras are for everyone. I know some people do believe it to be overkill. However, it's definitely worth considering. You know, it's something worth looking into if you do live in an area which is prone to burglaries. On closing notes, you're going to set it and forget it. Keep a system in place. So, obviously you don't want to live a life where you're panicked by the idea of someone breaking into your home. At the end of the day, those circumstances are relatively rare. However, it's as simple as this. You just need to keep your house tidy, and you just need to keep a couple of systems in place, such as the structure of your doors and windows, and a burglar alarm, and maybe a security light. Then, well, you'll actually sleep better at night knowing that your home is safe and secure. You know what? That is pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.